Some breaking news I had to share with you guys. On this full moon, I want to talk about the moon. Okay, this is very controversial, so I want you guys to tell me, do you think that men have landed on the moon in 1960s? Yes or no? Well, apparently, according to NASA, they have because in December they are of 2026. And this is going to blow you guys away because we're going to do an astrology blend with this. Yes, you are listening to NASA headlines that shake hands with the birch chart. And I am Holly Hall from Ask Holly Hall, your resident space nerd and astrology buff. Now let's blast off. Artemis 3 is officially a go, December 2026. It's going to land on the moon, apparently the second landing of the moon. Don't get me started. December 7th, 2026. But guess what time they allotted it for? 11:11 p.m. This blows me away because 11:11 is one of my favorite numbers. What about you guys? 111, 11:11. I make a wish every time I see it. Yes, 11:11. This is a universal joke. Is NASA tapped into numerology? Why would they pick 11:11? Now, there's China's what's called Quikias. It's a two-relay satellite, is now fully operational, which means there will be Chang's lunar far side samples coming home in the late 2025. China has been going on to the far side of the moon, or the dark side of the moon, and has been taking some snapshots and some pictures. And apparently we've got some pyramids over there. This is according to other people that have taken a look at untainted or raw photography of the moon that's dated a while back. That's also controversial. The James Webb Space Telescope dropped a bombshell. It found carbon dioxide and methane in the atmosphere of K2 18 pound. Translation: a possible Hygiene water world 120 light years away. Just got a lot more interesting. Water world. They're always looking for. Kepler is it's kind of like a spaceship, a satellite that's basically a camera that's outside of our solar system looking for life on other planets. It has found millions of life on other planets, but it doesn't, a possibility, see, its atmosphere has the possibility of life. Now, it doesn't mean human beings. It could be microbes. It could be just anomalies of something very, very cellular based, or even one cell based. However, apparently there's a water world. Do you remember the movie Waterworld? I mean, that would be crazy if we could find that. And finally, SpaceX launches another 23 Starlink last night. And this current count is now 6,744. So let's take a look at Artemis 3, which launches at 11:11 on a Sagittarius new moon. Exact chart is moon and sun degrees of Sagittarius. Now, that's probably tropical astrology, so we're going to look at sidereal astrology, and most likely that is a Capricorn new moon. This is important. This is important to know that there's going to be a landing on the moon in December of 2026. I find that quite hilarious because I've already have predictions that we're going to already have proof of beings, interstellar beings, as well as interplanetary beings, non-humanoid beings on this planet right now, way before December of 2026 happens. But apparently NASA's got their head in the sand, and we're all the smart ones, right? So for this cosmic dispatch, if you want the full 2026 transit calendar and the exact dates, just grab a link from the show notes here, and you can take a look at astro.com and what is going on in the skies. But you've got to be able to read an ephemeris, which is basically what astronomers read as well. The other news is Atlas 3I. It's getting closer and closer to Earth. It's going to be the closest to Earth, December 19th. But it's going to be hundreds of miles, millions of miles away. But apparently, according to universal miles away, this is pretty close. It's not going to affect the weather here. It's not going to affect the magnetic field, but it's already affecting the solar flares on our planet. Now, the solar flares come from the sun, but it's affecting our magnetic energy around the planet. So much so that, and I'm going to do a ton of air quotes right here, that the Airbus airplane was completely, uh, it interfered with the radio signal. And this one Airbus went plummeting something like 700 feet for several terrifying seconds, nosedive, and then till the pilots got control over it again. So they're bringing down 6,000 Airbuses in order to fix that. And they're blaming it on the solar flare. Well, I took a look at the solar flares for that day, and I also follow somebody, and I'll put the link down there as well, who talks about solar flares on a regular basis. And even he said wasn't really a big magnitude in solar flares, maybe not even medium, barely a medium, which happens often. And we don't see planes falling out of the sky on a regular basis, even with the larger magnitudes. So is this an excuse from the airlines or from the Airbuses? Boeing, I think it's a Boeing Airbus, a particular one, not all Airbuses, that they're just not really keeping up with their maintenance? That's what I'm thinking. Nevertheless, I went to Space Weather website and I wanted to see, okay, every single day you can take a look at the solar flares and the magnitude on the Space Weather website. I'll put the link down there as well. And that particular day, November 28th, there's no data. It says no data has been transmitted here. It does come from another base, another website, the data, which is, I believe, a NASA website that it comes from. So I decided to grok it and ChatGPT it. And they're like, oh, this happens sometimes. Sometimes they're not able to, make a connection to the website and it's down. And usually they fix it within, a short period of time. Well, this is December 4th and it's still down. You still can't see any data for November 28th on solar flares. Oh, I can see it for the 27th, 26th, the 25th, and the 29th and the 30th, but not the 20th. Apparently, this is just a coincidence, according to Grok and ChatGPT, but I don't think it is. Do you? So I don't want you guys to be afraid of what solar flares can do to the planet. It can definitely affect our moods. It can affect our own transmissions. It affects the magnetic field. We have a magnetic field around our heart. We have a magnetic field around our brain and our entire body. And yeah, it can cause a little bit of a fuzzy disturbance, but I'm not sure how much more it can affect us than this computer in front of my face or my phone constantly that I'm scrolling through. Nevertheless, this is your news. This is Holly signing off from Cosmic Disclosure. I hope you have a great day. I will see you when I am live at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every Monday to Friday, including tonight. Talk to you soon.